This Honda Elite has been sitting for many years. This Elite is not mine, but it could be. There's just one problem. I can't buy it.
That's because it's not for sale. It's not advertised and no money in the world can purchase it. Instead, I have to earn it.
The deal is simple. Before I can take that Honda Elite home, I've got to bring this forgotten Honda Scoopy back from the dead. And then I've got to modify it. For those of you that have been watching for more than a while, you would know I have quite a lot of early Japanese two-stroke scooters, but there's one that's eluded me thus far, and that is a Honda Elite. And when I learnt that there was one tucked away, hidden, I just knew I had to have it. But nothing's ever that easy. The owner of the Elite wasn't interested in selling it outright. Instead, he proposed a deal. If I can fix this old, neglected, left for dead Honda Scoopy, get it running, and bolt on all the modifications, then we can talk about the Elite.
Let's not waste any time. Here's what we're dealing with. The Scoopy has been parked up for over 8 years, and honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to get it to fire up. If I can get it alive again, it's getting a heap of upgrades, including a stretched rear end, a new exhaust, and a few other custom touches to completely change the look. It's not the sort of build we normally do here being a 4-stroke, but it is the key that unlocks the scooter I really want.
Alright, that is a Honda Metropolitan motor removed in around about 45 minutes. But now we've got some parts to fit on before we can put it back in.
After sitting for so long, there is no way those tiny little Honda Carby jets are going to be happy. I'm betting they are completely blocked solid. But if I can get them cleared out, we might just have a chance of getting this little thing to fire to life. What I wasn't expecting was this. An unexpected challenge with this little Honda Metropolitan was the fuel tank. You see, sitting for such a long time, water was in the fuel tank, must have separated from the fuel, and there was lots of rust inside. So much so, the little outlet was completely locked shut. But a lot of work, I've finally got it free. It's ready to be put back in.
Alright, this is a pretty big moment. No premix for this one. This one is 4-stroke. So I'm going to see if we've done enough to get this thing to run. Alright, ignition on. Alright, listening for the fuel pump. Now there is a fuel filter here. We've got to get fuel all the way up to the filter. So we're going to turn it on and off a few times. Hopefully the fuel pump isn't blocked. So far, we have no fuel. So that could mean that that fuel line is potentially blocked. The fuel line's definitely not blocked because I can draw it through. That is gross.
Once I have some fuel in the carb, it is now time to send it with a liberal spray of some starter fluid. Let's get this thing fired.
Would you have a look at that? We have the Honda Metropolitan actually running on its own steam for I don't know how many years. A really long time. Now we can put it all back together, and that gets us that close to getting that Honda Elite. Alright, I've just upheld my end of the bargain with the Honda Scoopy or Metropolitan actually running. That means this Honda Elite is mine. And that means we can now turn our attention to the star of the show for this week's episode, Let's see if we can actually get it started. I really, really doubt it. Not even a cough. It does have fuel, but I reckon the carburetor is fully gunked up.
These elites are becoming harder and harder to find. In fact, this is the first one I've seen up close and live. They are very rare in Australia. Right now, it feels like deja vu. This thing's been sitting for years, so there's every chance it's going to need some love before it's back on the road. But that's exactly the sort of project I live for.
It is time. We've now got full access to the carburetor. I'm going to try and start it while it's on the bench. So we're going to put some starter fluid in there. Fingers crossed this does the job. Ignition on. No good. So now I'm going to check the spark plug. I will get this thing started. I have to get it started. All right, we've now got some spark. So we're going to try that again. And this time, I'm quietly confident. Here we go. Ignition is on. We're about to try this again. I've just fitted a new battery. Hopefully it gives us enough cranking power to potentially get it started. All right, does the starter motor actually work? Yes, it does. Well, that's good news, I suppose.
It's about now I'm thinking I may have been scammed. This Elite is a dud. It's got air, it's got fuel and spark. The motor is cooked.
All right, let's have another go at this. So I've poured some oil down the ball, which hopefully will fix the compression. Fingers crossed. Yes! Yes! You beauty! We got it to run. That's absolutely fantastic. Was it a fluke? Alright, I think I have got it all figured out. I think I've broke the back and I understand it now. No ether, no start you bastard. It is finally running on its own. That is running on its own fuel. And that means we can put it back together and we can ride it for the very first time. It is giveaway time, and in the last video, I was looking for the most insightful comment on this Aerox build. And the winner is EAP08. You were the first person to advise me to drill holes in the water pump cover as the MVT inner rotor ignition will possibly melt. So potentially, you've saved me a fair bit of money. So EAP08, make sure you get in contact with me so I can send you this Scooterbomb Just Mix It t-shirt, and I will send it to you over in Finland. For the winner of the next competition, I want to know, if this Honda Elite was yours, would you modify it? If yes, what mods would you do? Or would you leave it stock? And why? And the winner this week will get to choose any version of the Scooterbomb t-shirt to be sent to them anywhere in the world. Now let's get on with today's episode. The Elite is alive, and I have got to say, it is fantastic. This thing is like a time capsule. It is so good. The condition of it is amazing. It only has 2,228 original kilometers. Everything works on it, all the lights, all the globes, the indicators, the horn, the starter motor, absolutely everything is working perfectly on this little bike. And it goes so well. No hesitations, no flat spots, even the brakes work okay. So I gotta say, I honestly didn't think this bike would give me this much enjoyment. But honestly, it has. It's freaking awesome. Everything about it is cool. Of course, it's old, it's Japanese, it's two-stroke. The way it looks is sensational. But it actually goes really good for a 50cc. Like, I weigh 95 kilos. I thought this thing would be really sluggish, but it's not. It's got plenty of grunt. Definitely not the fastest thing that I've ridden, but it has torn me. I'm afraid now I've got a decision to make. What do you guys think? Where should I go with this little scooter?
So that's where we're at. The Scoopy is done. It's back on the road, and somehow I've ended up with this Elite. A Honda Elite that's been sitting for years, and now that I've got it running, I've got a decision to make.
So I want to know, what do you guys think? Should we leave this little Honda Elite 100% original, or should we potentially modify it? Let me know in the comments down below, because whatever you guys decide might just seal this little Elite's future. See you next time on Scooterbomb.